strongest and most important relationship in business is one between mentor and mentee. On the front page centerpiece this week, community through conversation. Mentoring pays dividends for companies looking to increase diversity. And the best relationships produce benefits felt well beyond the principles involved. In a couple days, we hope to make those relationships at the Courier's annual Biz Women Mentoring Monday. 40 of the most influential women in our community will be at the Cooper Creek Event Center for one-on-one coaching sessions. It will be a life-changing day for many women. And with me now is Ronnie Luckenbill, the CEO of Girl Scouts of Western Ohio. Thanks for being here, Ronnie. And Girl Scouts are one of the national sponsors of Mentoring Monday. And a lot of folks may not know that Mentoring Monday is taking place across the country, so not just here in Cincinnati. So let's get right to it. We want to talk about Girl Scouts being the national sponsor this year. How has the event helped the organization specifically reconnect with 50 million alum across the country?
Well, thank you, Kyle, for having me. I'm really happy to be here. And we're just thrilled to be partnering with the American City Business Journal on this partnership. It's a great opportunity for us. As you said, 50 million women were Girl Scouts at some point. That means that half of all female business leaders and owners were Girl Scouts. And they got their first opportunity in business through the Girl Scout Cookie Program. So this opportunity is a chance for us to reconnect with those women, and also for our Gold Award Girl Scouts who are participating to be able to be mentored by these young women, or by these role models. They get to practice their own networking skills, and they get to learn about the journeys that these women are on.
Mm-hmm. And if you've encountered a Girl Scout, I mean, let's just be honest, they are little business women. Like, they are taking these sales very seriously. That's why we all end up with boxes of cookies.
That's right.
So how does the program really help instill that confidence and leadership in girls at such a young age?
Right. You know, we've been developing leadership in girls for over 100 years. And our program is designed to let girls learn at their own pace and what they're interested in, what their passions are. And so we help girls by helping them to identify their own passions, their own interests, and relate to others, to network, to connect with others who have those same interests, and then to take action on those. Mm-hmm. So there are a lot of ways that happens. Most people know about our more legacy programs like outdoor adventure and camping and the cookie program. But what girls are interested in today, besides those things which are still very popular, are things like STEM and entrepreneurship. So they may be doing activities that are in space science or cybersecurity or robotics. So you team those two things up, those legacy programs and those contemporary programs, and girls we're developing the leadership pipeline, that workforce pipeline for the future.
You're absolutely right, and you mentioned STEM as well. You know, a lot of folks may not understand, because we see the cookies. The cookies get such a prominent presence in our communities. But if you could talk a little bit more about maybe some of the STEM programming, if there have been any success stories that really stood out for you over the last year, the awards that you offer as well, those 3 levels. If you could talk about that as well.
Right. Yes, the highest awards in Girl Scouts are the Bronze, Silver, and Gold awards, and they're only available to Girl Scouts. So girls as young as kindergarten begin, you know, when they're 5 years old, looking at the needs in their community and saying, what can they do even in their own neighborhood to make it a better place for them to live. But as they grow older, especially when they get into high school and they're working on their Gold Award, they take it to a whole new level. And they're not just doing a service project or service learning. They are really making lasting, meaningful, and sustainable change in their community. And their community may be the local community, but it also might be national or global in scope. So I can think of an example of a girl, Katie Rasmussen, who was really into STEM, and she was part of a robotics program through Girl Scouts in her school. And she recognized that there are girls in Cincinnati public schools who don't always have that opportunity to get involved in STEM the way she had. So she decided to develop 50 STEM kits for a specific school in Cincinnati public. And so she collected Legos, and she had all of her friends and colleagues, people she knows, collect the Legos, put them all together, wash them, all the things they had to do, and develop the curriculum so that those kits went to that school. And then she had to make it sustainable, so she had to figure out how to help the school do a Lego drive every year to try to you know, recoup that. Yeah. And it's one of those things that is really life-changing for girls and for the community.
Oh gosh, that's such a great story. And so we talk about cultivating those leadership skills early in our young girls, and Girl Scouts is doing an incredible job with that. And we think about about it as being an after-school program, but it just sounds like learning today is so much more than that. So we're just so thankful to have you as one of the national sponsor of Mentoring Monday, which again takes place on Monday. And funny thing, quick thing we talked about before is you mentioned you can't go anywhere without cookies at this point. You've got to have the cookies to give and share the love wherever you're going. So if you see Ronnie out, just know she's got some cookies.
That's right.
In her hand or in her bag. Thank you so much for being here with us, Ronnie.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, and we'll look forward to seeing you on Monday.